Hey guys, come see me, Dirt Perfect, and all the guys at the ICUEE, the Utility Expo, September 30th in Louisville, Kentucky. We'll see you out there. Hey guys, welcome to TruckOrTrack.com. Wanted to shoot a really quick video on 5 things to look for when you're buying a dozer. I know that I did a video with world famous Dirt Perfect about how to do it on the internet, but let's say you're standing next to the machine, old school, you're looking at it. 5 things to look at. So let's go down the list really quick. Number 1 is, what am I buying? Is that machine recent? Is it current? Number 2, attachments. I mean, that's what you're buying it for, whether it's got a dozer edge on it or teeth, that's what you want to use. Number 3, next big thing, undercarriage. How's that look? That's what we specialize in. Number 4, engine hydraulic. What kind of condition is that, and is that easy to check? And then last but not least, number 5, overall condition. So we're gonna walk around this DC80. So first, start out of the gate, DC80. They don't make them anymore, just straight up. We have people coming here all the time for these machines. They don't make any, I mean, they still make undercarriage, but let's say you have a hydraulic pump go down or something major. Case IH actually bought the New Holland brand out, so you gotta go through them, and they just don't stock the parts like they used to. After 20 years, a manufacturer does not have to keep parts in stock. So if they had one seat at the end of 20 years, that one seat's gone, they don't have to replenish that, so keep that in mind. So DC80, that's why we're doing it right now, not probably your best buy. But let's start with your attachments. Let's walk over here. By the way, got a new film guy, got a new camera guy. It's Joey, he's doing a great job. He's only made a mistake once. Anyway, so coming over here to the blade. So let's take a look at the attachment. So as you can tell, the cutting edge is pretty worn. Okay, now can that be fixed? Absolutely, that can be replaced. That's not a problem. So the cutting edge. The next thing is the blade skin. That blade skin used to be, it's about that far in, so it probably is pretty paper thin right there. Let's say you got into a root, you got into something, you're probably gonna poke a hole in that. Next thing is on the back of the attachment is the blade area. How's everything looking back here? Is it tight? Is it worn? Usually that giant knuckle down there is gonna be your problem piece. Just take a look at it. It doesn't take any time to walk around and look at something like that. If the guy's bird dogging in he's trying to sell this thing, just tell the guy, hey man, I need a few minutes to myself. Can you just head out? And Aaron just went by really fast with his loud pipes. But anyway, just tell the guy, hey, I need a minute. Next thing, let's talk about undercarriage. So that's something we can help you with all day long. If you look, the easiest way to tell is that track adjuster is almost out here to the end. That means these tracks are pretty stretched out. Second thing, if you look around in here, you'll see the gator. Joey, can you get on the gator? So there is a gator in here, okay? The gator means it's lubricated. It's a lubricated chain. That's a good thing. Now, what happens is when this idler gets out here, it's stretched, so it's dry and it's starting to move out. So that's an easy way to tell what kind of undercarriage you're in. Now you can also look at all your rollers and track guides and guards and all that kind of stuff, and that'll give you a really good idea of what's going on. So undercarriage is pretty easy to look at. If it looks messed up, it's probably a lot worse than you know. So what's the next thing? Let's talk about engine and hydraulics in anything to do with anything that runs. Let's walk around on the other side, Joey. So let's be straight up. Getting to the antifreeze, engine oil, hydraulics, it's all very, very easy. So you just gotta open up the door, hit your weeper. There's actually no dirt in there falling out. Take the filter out. If they're really, let's just say they don't care about the machine or they're really lazy, they won't put a filter in it. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right out of the gate, the filter looks pretty good. So the guy actually did take pretty good care of that. So go ahead and drop that on the ground, pull that out. And that was absolutely full of water. So that's not good. Next thing is pulling the dipstick. Now, I didn't come out here with a rag, but it does have plenty of oil in it. Let's say it had brand new, awesome oil in it. That's a bad sign because that means the guy has been adding oil to it. Because a diesel engine is gonna turn the oil black immediately. So he's been adding oil to it. So Just a couple things. Check the antifreeze, pull the dipstick on the transmission of the hydrostatic system. Very easy things to do. So, you know, heat too. You know, run the machine, get a heat gun. You can buy one at Lowe's for 20 bucks. Check some of your heat gun, don't go off the gauges. Last thing, overall machine. So we just walk around the machine, we look at the operator's compartment, we open up some of the doors, look inside some of the compartments. Okay, so if you've ever got your own gallon of oil on board the machine, I would say it's probably burning some oil, wouldn't you say? So, you know, what kind of battery is it? Is the cheapest battery on the planet? They got it if it's a Napa Gold or something like that. You know, what kind of conditions the interior in? All those things matter when you're trying to buy a piece of equipment, because nothing's worse than getting it home, getting it going, and it doesn't work. Couple things on the undercarriage, or one good thing: 20 degrees over ambient air temperature is the undercarriage is supposed to run at that temperature. Let me clarify that. So if it's 100 degrees outside, the undercarriage, all the components should be running at about 120. If you're at 130, that's not bad, but if you're hitting 150, you're hitting 170, you're hitting 200, you're hitting 300, that's red hot, and that's bad for the undercarriage. Same with the engine. You know, the engine should run around 200, 190. All those things can be figured out with a easy heat gun. So anyway, all I wanted to do was take 5 minutes of your guys' time and go over 5 things to look at when you're buying a piece of equipment. And what are those things? What are you buying? Is it something that's still current? Attachments, that's what you're buying it for. Undercarriage, what's it look like? Because it's got to move it. Engine hydraulics, and then overall machine. Walk around the machine, kick the tires. If the guy's bird dogging you really bad, just take a second and tell him, hey man, leave me alone. I need to look at this machine and take a look at it. So hey, if you have any problems, questions, you can always hit us up at info@TruckOrTrack.com. Anytime, day or night. Joey's always on there. He's behind the camera so he can't say anything. And you can always go online day or night and look up how much undercarriage and parts cost for your dozers on TruckOrTrack.com. Hey, remember to hit that subscribe button. We're always liking those subscriptions. Hit that thumbs up. Hey, if you begin with the best, you won't need the rest.